Into an absolute riot. There were apprehensions, remember earlier, that President Abdullah Yameen could use the troops to prevent opposition MPs from entering the parliament during the trust vote. Remember earlier, the opposition failed in its attempt to impeach Speaker Abdullah Nashi. In March, the opposition's attempt to impeach Speaker Abdullah Nashi ended in chaos when the Maldives President Abdullah Yameen called the army to remove some lawmakers from parliament. The latest update coming in from Maldives, as we were telling you earlier, for the viewers who are just joining us, a unit of Riot of police have entered the parliament. No confidence motion to impeach the Maldivian speaker was to be taken up by the country's parliament today. But there were apprehensions that President Abdullah Yameen could use troops to prevent opposition MPs from entering the parliament. And during the trust vote earlier, the opposition failed in its attempt to impeach the speaker. But in March, the opposition's attempt, remember, to impeach Speaker Abdullah Nashi ended in chaos when Maldives President Abdullah Yameen called the army to remove some lawmakers from parliament. And we have a senior editor, Surya Gangadharan, also joining us on the program with more details. Surya, what more are we hearing about this at this point in time? We believe a riot-like situation has now occurred outside the Maldivian parliament?
It would appear that it's far more than that, because for a military to enter a nation's sovereign parliament and stop the proceedings and, debar the legislature from holding any meeting and keep the MPs out, that virtually amounts to a coup. So has the military carried out a coup in the Maldives? We don't know as yet, because we're not getting very much out of there except these pictures. But they do suggest that something serious has happened. As you're aware, there was a no confidence motion pending, and it was been tabled today against the government of President Yameen. Now, is Yameen behind this? Because there was an anticipation that he would arrest the MPs before the vote of confidence actually happened. As it turns out, the vote of confidence never went ahead, but we now have the sight of the military which has entered the Maldivian parliament, debarred MPs from entering, and I would believe that they have also arrested people. So this is a serious development. Either the military is acting on its own or under instructions of Yameen. That's the one real confusion over here. Is the military acting on its own in order to perhaps stabilize the Maldives, as we've seen in so many coups carried out by militaries all over the world? Or is this something that President Yameen himself has done in order to ensure that he stays on in power and does not have to go through the motions of facing a no-confidence motion?
Right, Surya, we're also getting details that MPs have been attacked with pepper spray and a riot-like situation has emerged. What exactly is happening? What are the details we know so far?
As I mentioned, this is only a trickle of information that is coming out of there, and we'll probably be a few hours before we get a better sense of what is going on. There is no, what we are getting is basically what we are seeing on social media. People in the streets with their iPhones and with their mobile phones taking pictures of the situation there. In fact, some of the pictures of the military in the Maldives has come through those channels, not through any official channels in the Maldives. I would presume that those official channels are all quiet or have been muzzled. Either way, we don't know. But it's interesting that this is happening at this point, given that a no confidence motion was pending in the Maldivian parliament. And from what we've been reading, many, if not most of the MPs appear to be backing the no confidence motion against President Yameen. So is this move by the military something which has the president's sanction in order to avoid carrying out the no confidence motion, or is this something else? That's something we have to wait and see.
All right, Surya, thank you for joining us on the program and giving us those details. And what we've been telling you, that the MPs there have been attacked with a pepper spray, and a riot-like situation has emerged, a clash between the police forces and right there, as you can see on your TV screens right now, And those are the pictures of the MPs who have been attacked with a pepper spray. Horrific images coming out from the Maldivian parliament. A riot-like situation, and especially when we're talking about the no confidence motion too. In fact, we're surely again joined by our senior editor Surya Gangadharan. Surya, on our TV screens, the two MPs who've been brutally attacked with a pepper spray. What does the situation entail?
The brutal attack, we don't know. It's been they've been pepper sprayed, and that we are there for sure. They don't appear to be physically harmed, although I'm not sure if these pictures are very recent ones or were taken earlier. That's a bit of a question mark there. But some of these pictures that you are playing out on the TV screen are interesting. It does suggest an element of uncertainty, instability there. And the fact that the army has moved in and debarred parliament from further MPs entering or exiting is a worrying development. It does suggest that perhaps the army is perhaps the latest arbiter of power in that island nation. We are not clear if President Yamin has authorized this. Obviously to escape the whole process of going through a no confidence motion and also ensuring that he remains as president and doesn't attract any further legal, in that sense, political opposition. But have there been other arrests of political leaders? We are not sure. And have there been mass arrests on the streets? It's again hard to say, because the police seem to be out in strength on the streets from those pictures you're seeing. And they are not armed, although you have a section behind them which is. We have seen these situations before when President WION was in power. That was a long time ago, nearly a decade. And he had the same strong arm methods that he employed against the opposition, against any move to thwart him in his grip over the country. It appears that his half-brother, President Yamin, who is now running the country, has a similar bent of mind, although we are still not clear if Yamin has authorized this movement by the military or the military is acting on its own. In fact, we have no word of President Yamin either. Is he being jailed? Is he free? Is he directing operations? It's a bit of a mystery right now.